Running it back. So I'm gonna take.
French Quarterfest is
Hello, this is Mabel Regalata Hernandez.
and this is Melody Newsom.
And today we're standing here live at the French Quarter Festival where we're about to celebrate the essence of New Orleans with around 70 food vendors and around 20 different stages, including our very own Loyola music students, performing with different genres of music like jazz, orchestra, R&B, and so much more. Tell me, how are we feeling today, Melody?
We're feeling pretty excited. Setup is happening right now. We're getting ready for performers to take the stage, and the weather is beautiful today.
It is. I mean, we're going to get our tan on.
French Quarter Fest kicked off yesterday, and our reporter Maria DeFelice got a chance to see what's going on, so let's check it out. French Quarter Fest is in full swing with music, art, and plenty of New Orleans culture.
You can't get this anywhere else. You're only going to get it here. This only experience, one of a kind type of ordeal. So I think it's the perfect, most beautiful city to have this opportunity and enjoy it.
The spirit of New Orleans is just unbelievable, and festivals like this just encourage the growth of that spirit.
The uniqueness of this city draws more than just locals to the festival.
What brought you guys to French Quarter Fest today? Yeah, it was honestly by chance. We'd been trying to plan a trip down to New Orleans this weekend, and we kind of found out after we'd already booked the tickets.
Well, it's our first day exploring, so we still have a lot more to see, but definitely like the vibes and like having the music around, definitely get like a sense of like the city's culture and stuff, which has been cool to experience.
I love that it's on the smaller scale, and there are families here, multiple generations. The music's not like the larger festivals. It's just a lot more intimate and I don't know, very low-key and fun, and people just enjoying the music.
French Quarter Festival runs through the weekend and wraps up on Sunday. For PAC News, I'm Maria DeFelice.
Wow, I mean, it's amazing getting to see people from out of state coming here, such as New York and other places, just to enjoy with locals here the festival. I mean, it really shows you what New Orleans can bring to everyone, huh?
Yeah, it really does. And since the weather is so nice out, people will be wondering what the forecast will look like later this weekend. Our reporter Chloe Witt is live in Jackson Square to tell us more.
Thanks, Mabel and Melody. Mother Nature seemed to be on New Orleans' side this weekend. We were a little concerned that we'd have a little bit of cold weather. Beginning of the week, we started in the 50s, so we weren't sure we needed to bundle up or dress down for this festival this weekend, but looks like you can dress any way you want. It's perfect for any weather. We got a nice little breeze going. I'm sure you can see my hair blowing a little bit in this wind. So yeah, you can come down. Make sure you bring your shades because there's not a single cloud in the sky today, so you don't want to burn those retinas. And then we've got, make sure you bring a cap, and sunscreen is a must. You don't want to get burned this time around. Our temperatures for the weekend are going to range in the 70s, both low and high. It's going to be more hot on Sunday, so I would make sure that you bring sunscreen, maybe some shorts or a dress, and a little fan to keep you cool. We've got some nice little mixed drinks if you need to cool down too. You can get a snow cone, a daiquiri, pina coladas. So yeah, just come down. You can have a nice little time with your family. Yeah, so we're gonna go back to Stone and Mabel and hear all about the Loyola musicians who are gonna be playing this week. And
Thank you, Chloe. I'm here with reporter Stone Manning right next to me, and we are thanking God that the weather is amazing. Aren't we, Stone?
That's right. We just need to remember to reapply sunscreen.
Yeah, that's right. Bring sunscreen, sunglasses. Anything else that I'm missing?
Don't forget water. You got to stay hydrated.
Water, definitely. And speaking of which, the weather and everything, it's really aiding our musicians that are practicing and all set up behind us, right, Stone?
That's right. And actually, one of our performers from Loyola is actually getting the opportunity to talk to, getting to go do 2 different performances at the festival. I actually had the opportunity to talk to her, and yeah.
Amanda Duffin is a senior music industry student that has been playing music since she was very young. I got the opportunity to talk to Amanda about her experience playing at French Quarter Fest.
It's been 2 years that I've played at French Quarter Fest on cello with the cello ensemble, and it was on a much smaller stage by the water, and we were also playing classical music, which is not something that's very heavily represented at this festival.
Amanda has been playing the cello since 8th grade. She has been able to showcase her talent in theater, studio, and orchestra settings. This year, she will get to showcase different aspects of her talent at the festival.
I'm super excited because I get to express both sides of my musicianship that I normally don't get to do at the same event or festival. So playing cello, I'll be playing classical again, and playing Tired Eyes, I get to play rock, which is really cool. And the synthesis of different types of music is super important to me, and I try to embody that.
Amanda also wanted to give some advice to aspiring musicians.
If you're starting at the back, that's okay. And I feel like that can be super discouraging, especially once you get to the university level. But if anything, using that as motivation is super important and like the key to success and my success.
You can learn more about Amanda's work on Instagram at _Amanda Joyce, and you can stream Tired Eyes' newest song, Chip Tooth, on most streaming platforms. This is Stone Manning, reporting for PAC News.
Great, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has. And I mean, the music orchestra was amazing.
Yeah, it really makes me want to learn an instrument.
Yeah, and speaking of which, I had the opportunity to learn how to play an instrument back in middle school. Did you know I played the trumpet?
That's awesome. Did you ever get to play at a festival?
No, but it's definitely on the bucket list.
That's really cool.
And speaking of which, why don't we throw it to Allie and Morgan at the French Quarter?
Hi, my name is Allie Givens.
And I'm Morgan Taylor.
And we're live from Jackson Square, where food vendors and musicians are getting ready for a fun day. The weather is perfect. Everybody's super excited. We got to hear about Loyola musicians that are playing at French Quarter Fest, but what about younger audiences?
You know, the French Quarter is known for its drinking and maybe a little bit of the party scene, but we talked to parents and kids and families yesterday to see what they have to say.
French Quarter Fest is one of the largest free music festivals in the United States, drawing hundreds and thousands of attendees each year. The festival has a lot to offer, from local food to live music. But today, the question is French Quarter Fest kid-friendly? Parents and kids shared with us what French Quarter Fest means to them.
I think of a lot of the New Orleans events, it's probably one of the more family-friendly ones.
Among the children here today, majority of them said that their favorite part of the festival was none other than snowballs. Longtime festival goer Gail Perez says she highly recommends this as a family function.
If you could bring water, definitely sunscreen, and bring toys, bubbles, blankets, anything like that.
Pack up your little ones and head on out to French Quarter Fest. You don't want to miss all the fun this weekend.
Don't let your little ones deter you from coming out to French Quarter Fest. Make sure to bring them out tomorrow and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. and join the NOLA VIP family experience at the Chevron stage.
You're not going to want to miss it. We're going to give it back to Melody and Alyssa back on the Esplanade in the stage.
I'm here with reporter Alyssa Jones.
Hey, and it looks like they're setting up backstage.
And I got to see what it was like for them behind the scenes, so let's take a look. For the first time ever, Loyola's very own Fish Band will hit the stage during the French Quarter Fest. Inspired by another local band playing shoegaze music, Fish Band was brought to life.
You know, after that, the rest is history. You know, we started writing together, and then it became our main focus, and here we are.
By performing such an untraditional sound of music with shoegaze, Fish Band is definitely not your average group. Picking the right songs is essential to shoegaze. This definitely doesn't make it easy for performers, as they have to decide which songs to put into their festival set.
We can only perform 3 songs, so finding our favorite 3 songs out of the 8 or 9 that we perform has been a pretty interesting challenge.
Be sure to look out for Fish Band performing at the French Quarter Fest today at noon and stay up to date with future performances. This has been Melody Newsom reporting Wolfpack News. This is one of 12 Loyola groups that will be performing this weekend, so be sure to check them out.
And it's also not artists that people come get, it's also local art in the streets. We got a chance to talk to local artists here in Jackson Square, so let's go check them out.
In the heart of New Orleans, there's a festival that fills the city with colorful street art.
It's colorful, really rich, and it's mostly abstract. Yeah, mostly abstract art.
With artwork on every corner of the street, there's a piece of painting that gives somebody purpose and a little piece of history to take home.
The city is interesting. It's a nice place. But, you know, most importantly, I believe firmly that you have to have some type of drive, you know? And either you do or you don't. And so in life, you can choose to be anything. And you don't want to be a loser, you know? You got to stay focused. You got to believe in yourself.
But remembering the past is all about staying focused with art and keeping the art alive in the streets of the French Quarter.
Keeping their legacy alive. You know, we have to educate the kids on the music that was brought to us, not just in jazz, but also in the blues.
Alyssa Jones, Wolfpack News.
With the art looking so beautiful, it's not just art they come to see, it's also food. People come from all over to get food.
Yes, they're really here for the food. So let's go to Chloe and Allie to tell us more.
New Orleans is known more for just their musician and art, right, Allie?
Yeah, personally, my favorite part of New Orleans is the food, and that's definitely displayed here today at French Quarter Fest.
Yeah, New Orleans is actually #1 in the nation for food, and it has a variety of cultures here, but of course New Orleans has its own Cajun.
One of our reporters went out to the Spanish Plaza to interview food vendors there. Let's hear what they had to say.
An authentic Creole business, Orleans Brothers, makes its debut at the French Quarter Festival this year, bringing their tasty dishes to the Spanish Plaza area. Orleans Brothers is located in New Orleans East, and the staff's ecstatic to serve food at such a unique festival. I spoke to owner Terrence Carroll about the menu and what they expect this year.
I'm here just to look at the vendors and see how they set up, and now that I'm here, it feels unreal, but I'm happy. The crawfish pies and the gumbo.
With over 70 booths to eat from, Orleans Brothers is a delicious choice if you're near Spanish Plaza or Riverwalk. Along with new food, it's the first time the festival will be operating cashless. If cash is your only option, there's booths available for you to carry a prepaid card. This is Adriana Escobar, Wolfpack News.
What? Wow, the food looks so good out here today. I'm really excited.
I'm ready to go get in line personally.
Yeah. So this has been Pack News live from the French Quarter Fest. Make sure to follow our social media on Instagram at Loyola Pack News.
And go Pack!
All right, this has been Chloe Wade
and Allie Givens.
Have a great day and come out and enjoy the festival.
Oh my gosh, her sunglasses. Did you see Chloe's sunglasses?